Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Leo for the month of January 2024. Happy New Year, my kitty cat, and I hope you have a blessed year. So on January 1st, the cards want to talk. Okay. On January 1st at 10:07 p.m., Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius. Okay. Mercury goes direct. Okay. I'm going to play these cards. All right. Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius, and this is in your fifth house of children, entertainment, love, karmic love. So at this time, you can be reconnected with people from your past. This is a creative time for you as well. Take time to nurture your creative self, your inner child with this energy through music, art, writing, or other forms of expression. Communication tends to be serious, and what you say often carries a lot of weight and grave consequences. Brainwashing or mental power struggles are common. You can be dealing with restless energy. I feel you can be dealing with trust issues with love, or for some of you, you see what you want to see when it comes to love. And you can be romanticizing crushes, relationships, or flirtations. I would be careful with that. Or romanticizing a relationship where you had a falling out with somebody and you two could be getting back together again as friends. Okay, so be careful with that. You may feel that expressing your opinions and beliefs at this time can do a world of good when it won't. You may question beliefs or get involved in philosophical debates. It's a good time to take on debates. Then on the 4th, Mars goes into Capricorn at 9:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is in your 6th house of daily routine and pets. For some of you, you could be purchasing a pet during this time period of the 2 weeks before the new moon because we have a stellium. For others of you, the focus on your pets and their health issues with this energy could be coming up. So this could be a busy and productive time for you. A great time for business picking up or starting your new year resolution. This is also a time of your hard work, nose to the grindstone. You don't have much for leisure time. Take care of your health. Be careful of health. You may be susceptible to sudden fevers or illnesses. This could also be downtime with this energy. For some of you could be going through chemo treatments at this time with this energy here. So you could be like not like working or working at home at this time. Your work environment may be chaotic and hard to predict. Coworkers may be careless or accidentally put you in harm's way, so be careful with them. Stay out of their way if they're throwing tantrums and tiaras. Office turnover may be high. You may be busier around the office more than usual. It is a good time to see the doctor for routine checkup. There's a victory over your enemies, or you won't have any enemies at this time. You could be paying off student loans and be loan free at this time with this energy. I feel for some of you here, this is better health for you. For others of you with the stellium in the 6th house, you need to take better care of yourself. The focus is going to be on health during this time period. You could also be using this time period to work on the self and take care of the self with the stellium in the 6th house. I feel so for some of you here, you could be detailed oriented, which could kind of be like a little bit of a bad thing because you may be too detailed oriented to the point where you end up working on something else. Okay, so I would be careful with that. Then on the 11th at 6:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, new moon in Capricorn, highlighting your daily routine and pets and your personal life. Health or focus is on business and business picking up. It's a good time again for medical checkups. Avoid salt intake. Obligations at work tend to interfere with your personal life. Watch for problems with your stomach and digestive tract. Coworkers may not give you enough personal space. Office may be very busy, more than usual, but it's a time of active cooperation. Teamwork makes the dream work. You're able to pick up on the moods of others, making you more adaptable to others, and you have an easier time getting along with others because of that. Be careful about digestive problems. Coworkers may depend too much upon you or take credit for what you do. It is a good time, again, medical checkups, so it tends to be the theme song for all of you. You may see elements of your personal life that you need to let go of or restrain that you have become too limiting. You may also feel overwhelmed, restricted by obstacles in your life, or burdened by your responsibilities. On the 20th, the sun enters Aquarius, and then on the 20th also you start your Saturn Dasha in Pluto, with Pluto in your 7th house. Okay, so during this time period with the sun sun in your 7th house, there's relationship changes happening. Marriage could be coming to an end at this time. There could be an imbalance of relationship with the partnership over money. Business proposals may come from someone who's older and wiser, and this person should be approached with caution, because this could be like signing contracts and stuff. So this person knows how to play people. Okay, so you need to be careful what you get yourself involved in at this time with this energy. You may form important partnerships with powerful people. A mate may go through life-changing events. An excellent time for new business partnerships. Chances are this other party will give you an added boost to your career. The issues of marriage may come up. It's also a favorable time for weddings. Long-term relationships can be coming into your life. New love could be happening here. You tend to meet negative, stingy, or difficult people until you learn to compromise and understand and have a better understanding of others. Obstacles and frustrations you encounter are karmic and often manifest in your father. So father could be more of the focus during this time period for some of you. Your son could be more of this focus, or your husband could be more of the focus at this time. For better or for worse, energy is energy, and they could be more of the focus. For some of you, the focus could also be on your career. This could be a time where one of your family members or parents could be more of the focus. Like I said, father, son, or husband could be more of the focus during this time. Alrighty. And you could be, for some of you, you may be taking care of them. For others of you, this could be like they could be going through a divorce at this time with this energy, and they could have a difficult time handling the divorce, or they could be dealing with addiction issues. They could be dealing with health problems. They could be dealing with like a bunch of stuff at this time. You may have a hard time letting go of them, so you could be dealing with that. What is that called? That tree thing, the leaving the nest. Okay, so things like that. So they could be going through their own transitions at this time. They may turn 18, and next thing you know, you got a wild little bird out there, and it's like, what the hell? Who are you? So it could be like that kind of situation. So it doesn't have to be so horrible. It could be just that the focus is put on them. Maybe they get a good paying job, or you benefit through them as well. You need to be careful with your self-worth and self-esteem, because it's really inhibiting you and limiting you. You are in your feelings, and self-expression making you feel almost self-conscious or inadequate at this time. So just be aware of that. On the 20th at 7:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto enters Aquarius for the next 20 years, beginning your Saturn Dasha. So you could really feel the effects of this energy. For some of you may still have this in your 6th house, so check that out. I feel at this time you may have no patience for other people, especially other people who feel sorry for themselves, because Volcanus is in retrograde opposing Pluto at this time. For some of you, this could be getting a divorce, or this could be important relationships leaving your life, or you feel sorry for others, or others don't help themselves at this time, and they kind of struggle through life. So you could be very annoyed with certain people who you consider to be weak. You're not going to have patience for others at this time, especially if this is like dealing with your adult child, especially your adult son, and they don't have their shit together. You're going to be really annoyed with them with this energy. Okay, so they may have like a lot of responsibilities that they need to take care of, and they're not taking care of their responsibilities, and they could be trying to rely on you financially, but you're not having it. It could be like that kind of situation. You're dynamic, magnetic, temperamental, and have an urgent sense of justice and intense reactions to others' wrongdoings. Your life drastically is going to be altered for those of you after marriage or a long-term partnership that's coming into your life. It's going to be drastically altered. Or you're dealing with your sense of identity is changing profoundly. You're more ambitious at this time. Pluto is also sesquadrating the Lilith moon this month, and which is going to make you look at your financial responsibilities at this time in regards to taking care of your household. Okay, this could be you having an opportunity to go back to school. You need to curtail your spending. And then for others of you, you could be coming up with beautiful money-making ideas. Both problems is that you don't see things all the way through with this energy. So it's very difficult for you to focus. For some of you, school could end rather abruptly because you may have to take care of husband at this time, and you may have to go get a job and take care of husband, or husband may leave you, God forbid, with this energy here, or the focus could be on your son and their health issues at this time with this energy, God forbid. So something stops your education here with this energy. For some of you, not all of you, okay? So you could be looking at all the opportunities that you may have had to go back to school, to go to college, to get a degree at this time. It's never too late, okay? So you can always go back, ask any of my Saggies, get on that comment bar on Sagittarius, and they will tell you, I'm like 100 years old. I just got my doctorate degree, and I just wanted to see if I could do it. Like, for real. That's how Saggies run, okay? After a certain age, after like 50, they're like the consummate student, okay? So, you're never too old to get a degree. You're never too old to start your life over, so know that, okay? You could be having a lot of regrets like that at this time with this energy. Alrighty, so don't do that to yourself. You still can go back to school. You still can do the things that you need to do. It's never too late. You may need to look deep and have like a real honest discussion with yourself and be a bit more tenacious when it comes to your schooling, when it comes to your financial security at this time, when it comes to your career, when it comes to just changes in your life that you need to make, okay? So this is you. Pluto is an Aquarius, and the thing about Aquarius is that they make you look at your crap, basically. I'm an Aquarius rising. And, and the problem with Aquarius is that they make you look at your truth and they make you acknowledge it. So Pluto here in Aquarius is a different conversation than Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn is like, I think I could do better. I think I do better than you, bitch. And then Pluto in Aquarius is like, bitch, you're the problem. And it's like, no. And it's like, you have a lot of issues you need to work on. And it's like, nuh-uh. But then it doesn't do it like that. It doesn't whisper to you. It screams at you. And it says, look at your poo. You poo-poo on the floor. You are a bad dog. It does that. And you're like, whoa. Oh my God. My Pluto in Aquarius last year, ooh, that was making me do some shadow work. It was like I was like, oh, I'm over my ex and stuff like that. And then my brother-in-law started on me with some weird stuff. Ooh. You would have thought somebody died in the house. My son was like consoling me, like, it's okay, mommy. And I'm like, ah! I was like, funeral crying, like I could have been one of those mourners. Like I was like, so Pluto here is just going to make you realize like stuff that you need to fix, and stuff like that about yourself. So whatever you're in denial about is coming up at this time, and it looks like it's going to be based on your responsibilities. And remember, just because it's coming up right now, it's never too late. Don't go into that shoulda, woulda, coulda stuff because it's never too late. You could always go back, okay? Then on the 23rd at 3:50 a.m., Venus enters Capricorn. You may approach your relationships and values in practical and disciplined manner. Capricorn is associated with ambition, responsibilities, and long-term goals. So you may seek stability and security in your relationships. You have a lot of tools here. I don't necessarily see hammers and nails or garden tools. You truly appreciate the tools of whatever trade you're interested in. You really appreciate them. So it's like this. So if you're like me, I'm an astrologer, and I read the tarot. So I purchase like the best tarot, and then if I have like a really good time with my business, I purchase like these things. But my mother-in-law mostly got me these things because she knows I collect them. And then I buy like boxes and boxes of sage and crystals and all that stuff, and I do my stuff, so it's kind of like that kind of stuff. Like you put money back into your business, or you put money back into your craft at this time with this energy because you love doing what you're doing. So if you're a writer, you're going to look for the most high quality printing paper for yourself. You might even get like a book to start writing in it. You love being in service to others in some kind of way or form. You value respect, success, accomplishments, and competency. You can come off as lacking warmth, but this is only on a superficial. As you have a deep well of love, you are capable of giving. Yet for you, love is not a fairy tale, romantic, spontaneous expression seen in movies. You show love by giving your protection, your respect, your support, and letting your loved ones know you think they're quite special. And you're happiest when your relationship is predictable or at least consistent. Then on the 25th, at 12:54 p.m., being on the full moon in Leo, you can have significant life changes here with this energy that are going to require you to become more self-reliant and independent from someone or situation here. For better or for worse, energy is energy. You may become more self-reliant, and change is happening at work or with your relationships with certain family members. You feel more undisciplined than usual because you're being taken out of your comfort zone at this time and out of your normal. You may suffer from illness, stomach ache. This is a great time for business picking up. When it comes to your relationships or other people helping you out financially, you may not be able to depend on them. Or if you're dealing with a Pisces energy, I would be careful how much you rely on them financially, because they could be feeling the strain of that relationship. Or you could be dealing with a Taurus and they don't want you to rely on them, or they could be very restricting with your money situation. And then that's where that Pluto says quadrating Lilith, because you may be wishing that you didn't have to rely on these people anymore. Okay, so that's why you're having like all these regrets and stuff like that, because you're wishing that you didn't have to deal with these people anymore and that you could go off and do your own thing instead of getting some kind of lecture. Okay, I feel also that they could feel, you can't afford certain things. So careful with pushing or requesting things from others, because you can be receiving some ultimatums or restrictions being placed on you. So you can feel oppressed in these relationships because you're not in control of your situation. You could be definitely fighting about money at this time with your partner, or who has control over the money. And so for some of you here, you may be thinking about going back to school, especially when it comes to those IRS checks. Those could be a real issue at this time with this energy. Or this could be dealing with child custody battles and the IRS check at the same time. And that could be a real issue too. So you could be getting a lot of threats from the baby daddy or the baby mama at this time, because they want to use the IRS checks for themselves, or they want to use, the children for their IRS checks. And then they want to have that money. And then you're like, I want you to give me some money. And they're like, no, I don't need to give you any money. It could be like that kind of situation. Or it's the baby mama that's doing it. And she's like, no, I'm not going to give you any. No, you're not going to put my child on your IRS thing. It's like that kind of situation could be happening. Okay. Then on the 27th at 2:35 a.m., Uranus is direct. This is a better energy time for career. For some of you, this could be getting a new job. So you could see changes happening with your career at this time. And you may be going into new technologies here or starting a new project. For some of you with the online business, this is an easier time for growth and making money online. You could be receiving some much needed confidence boost, or you can feel more in control of your situation. As we end towards the ending of this energy here, there could be some significant changes with the way you guys do things on the social media. All right, so that could be changing. Either you're going to go to like different platforms and do it, or there could be some kind of like, all of a sudden you get big for doing that one video kind of situation. So towards the end, we're going to see a lot of like changes here, or this could be the way you use social media or what you use social media for. So you could be changing your genre on the YouTube, like what you use it for. Like you used to do astrology and horoscopes, now you do this, so it's like that kind of thing could be going on. Or you could feel more in control of your situation. A great time for money. You become more strategic about your savings with your money because you're more about your financial security. You could be more about the fashion as well in statement pieces. You may do things now like change your appearance or change your wardrobe as a way of standing out for yourself. Also, your sense of talent, art, fashion, and music can be changing as well. And you could be going into another genre as an artist with this energy. So your music could be changing at this time, and you could be going into a different thing. Or if you're like an actor and you used to do like the mob movies, now you're like, okay, well, now I'm gonna do like fairy tales, like totally different spectrum. Alrighty, so that could be happening. All right, so the first card I come up with is the Seven of Wands. I feel as I connect with this energy, I connect with the word peace at this time. So this could be a peaceful energy time for you, and you could just be going through it emotionally and worrying about things that are out of your control at this time. So this could be dealing with delays and frustrations here with this energy, and playing a waiting game with certain things that you want, playing a waiting game with court. So have faith that everything is going to work itself out. The High Priestess card, trust your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. Saturn is direct, Neptune is direct at this time. So you're more in tune to your intuition. This is a great time for meditation and delving into your spirituality. The King of Swords, you're very analytical in your way of thinking here with this energy. You could be coming up with money-making ideas. This is on-the-job training, or you could be training yourself to learn something new at this time. You can be feeling restless with this energy and wanting change with this energy. The Eight of Coins, you could be very much invested in your head, so I would be careful with that. Again, you're playing the waiting game in certain areas of your life. This could be with your finances, with this energy, and kind of like wishing that your financial situation would turn around for the better. I mean, who doesn't, So that could be you doing that at this time. The Chariot card of victory is coming up. Good news is happening here for some of you. For others of you, this is certain obstacles may no longer apply. This could also be good news with court. And even though there could be delays with court, it could be a situation here where court could be moving forward at this time. So even though there was delays, now you could have an actual schedule about when things are going to begin, okay? The Eight of Cups, you're over certain situations. You're taking control of your life at this time with the Eights. You're more about your responsibilities. For some of you here, this is you trying to be more independent and less reliant on mom or dad financially here with this energy. The Nine of Coins, for some of you, this is a raise or a promotion coming up. I see you happy on a financial level and an emotional level, but at the same time, let me see, how many coins do we have? We don't have, okay, we have 3 coins. We got one more. There's money worries coming up as well. But then the King says, don't worry about it. And you're sitting on your hands about something that you want to do, something that you want to explore, but at the same time, you're scared to explore it. So the High Priestess says, don't just dream it, do it at this time. Hobbies are going to be turned into money-making ideas, but again, you may not do it, okay? So you're reluctant to do it. Maybe you're scared of what other people will think. Maybe it represents change, and some of you may not like change at this time because you got a stellium in Capricorn here with this energy, or you're trying to be realistic with everything that you're trying to do. I feel also your financial situation is going to be changing for the better. So this is your money situation brings about healing at this time. So healing of past hurts with this energy here. This is a time of introspection, but it's not going to feel like that. It's going to feel like restlessness and anxiety with this energy. I feel also you could be delving into your spirituality and prayer consciousness. So this is mysticism. The Six of Coins, I feel with this energy here, fate is going to intervene with this energy. So again, certain obstacles may not be maybe replaced at this time or removed from your life with this energy here as well. The Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation coming to you with this energy. So this could be some much needed good news during this time period, or you could be calling a situation, been calling a situation for what it is, and now everybody sees the truth. So this is truth being revealed. This is you are right in a situation, good news happening, traveling coming up. With this energy, a very creative time for some of you. For some of you could be spending more time on the social media. For others of you, you could be more cerebral and in your head at this time. For others of you, this is starting a new creative project, learning something new at this time with this energy, going back to school to learn something new. The Star card, you could be wanting to, some of you, not all of you, because some of you like to give money to things, but don't like to do the work that comes with it. But some of you could be volunteering your time or energy, or you want to do something for the greater good at this time, like build Habitat for Humanity kind of situation. For some of you, not all of you. Okay, so it's like that. You want to give back to your community with this energy. Some of you, and I say some of you because some of you have these things in your chart that indicate that you like to just throw money at things and then let your money fix it. But then when you actually have to do it, it's kind of like more like a chore, okay? Like you're good for 2 weeks, but then after the 3rd week, you're kind of like, okay, can I go now? Can I go now? I want to go. I want to go. All right, you're kind of like a caged animal. Alrighty, so you can only do it for so long. Alrighty, I feel also for some of you here that this could be seeing the IRS agents, getting audited at this time, or you're visiting an accountant to do your taxes. You could be having some memorable discussions about your money situation as well, okay? You could be seeing a financial advisor with this energy here during this time period. Also, this is a creative time for you. I feel for some of you, if you're posting things on social media, they could be getting like really good reviews, or people may like what you're posting at this time or like what you're doing with this energy. So everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid with you with this energy. I feel also you have words of wisdom to influence others that are deep and lasting, and people are not going to forget the words that you shared. So this is a great time for spreading your wisdom to other people with this energy. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Ace of Wands, I feel like luck is on your side. Stepping out of your comfort zone at this time, being open-minded to trying new things with this energy. You're sentimental about the past. You could also be visiting people from your past. You could be traveling and visiting family at this time with this energy. I feel, again, this is you overcoming certain obstacles in your life at this time. The Justice card, major decisions are coming up. For some of you, you could be going to court at this time, and it's going to be a long time before you get some kind of result, okay? So you may be in court for a while or all this year when it comes to certain things that you're doing, okay? The Two of Coins, but I do feel like you have a case, okay? Burning the candles at both ends of the stick at this time. Alrighty, you have a lot of coin cards here, so there's a lot of delays when it comes to certain things that you want to happen with this energy. The Ten of Wands, I feel for some of you here that this could be you taking on other people's responsibilities, or you could be feeling a lot of weight on your shoulders for certain responsibilities that you're dealing with. You could also be very resentful of other people, so be careful of your giving energy and how much you do. For others of you, you could feel burnt out. And you could be very lethargic at this time because of all the hard work that you do with this energy here, okay? I do feel like this is a very, very creative time for you with this energy here, okay? As well. The Knight of Wands, I see fortune bubbling over, so IRS check coming in. For others of you, a great time for business picking up and getting busy. And then for others of you, this is like fighting on social media, or you could be defending yourself in a creative way with this energy. A great time for writers, a great time for computer programmers and web designers here with this energy, so business could be picking up. The Three of Swords, again, traveling coming up. For some of you, somebody's coming back from your past, but this person seems to be very manipulative, so I would be careful. The Queen of Wands, I feel that you can be analytical in your way of thinking. For some of you here, I feel like, you know, this is a great time for communications for you and speaking up with this energy and saying what's on your mind. The Four of Cups, you're spending more time to yourself, and you're taking care of yourself. You could be dealing with self-care, starting your New Year's resolutions during this time period. And the Empress card, this is climbing the corporate ladder. Don't rest on pretty. Continue striving for what you want. So those of you who are in school and you have delays, go back to school once those delays are over. Don't give up on school with this energy. I do see somebody's obsessed with you as well with this energy, okay? Alrighty. Oi. And I am available for yearlies and 6-month reports, so check that out as well. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.